na no ne brofo ne na no ne twi no
Edepa.
unze bi mo no mo omo ka brofo no sweeter na wo de twi ne ma no a na wo ma ne local language na bomb but we no unse say no organizing no no team say na say oye was a huna on second and you ni shed we no be ka so broni but broni o twi your casa fine na say na no atin so na no so atin fine pa.
Okay, before I become Krata Free Abema Basisia, state funeral for former First Lady. So, government of Ghana, under the auspices of President John Dramani Mahama, will hold a state funeral for the late former First Lady, Mrs. Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings, on Friday, 28 November 2025, at the Independence Square. The state funeral is in recognition of Mrs. Rawlings's invaluable contributions to the advancement of the rights of women and children in Ghana and national development. Signed, Felix Kwachi Ofosu, MP, spokesperson to the President, Minister, Government Communications. It's Krata if you are Basisia, I don't know. Divine, come meet you.
Yo, but that's it. Yeah, but about other topics, but send I introduce you know about the all of 13th African Games.
Yes.
Unim say, sir, asamuno. I think say if you Google my name, now type it 13th African Games, you will see a lot of articles I'm trying about the entire AFNC event.
Yeah.
Na unim. Adeba kwa me deba kwa mami Nkrumah say enti sen kaye to aba no na yen change aban enanka aban no da so ye MPP ananka den pa nanka na ye beti enti time no mo calling for say bring the onye break the oche bring the 8 bring the whatever no nanka mo breaki for what enti sen ka aban asesa nanka oji say dem pa na bisi hwe unim say aban bia na say country bia it take up the responsibility and I say ball no say obe hosti a certain tournament and as a game sir.
Yeah.
The main goal and they say you host and make a good case for yourself.
Yeah.
Say host and win.
Yeah.
Say who hosti and make sure say loyal say woman fit a woman also obe to me need more for yourself as a country.
Yeah.
In the case of Ghana, you be hosting 13th African Games. No.
Yeah.
Now, Timu say, Abamu penny for a dream no Timu say, host and steal.
Eti near football for tie friend host and win.
Win no.
Under Akufado's government.
Yeah, you hosty all African Games. Yeah, then they say you hosty and then use it as an avenue to steal to siphon. And then embezzle public funds. Say, be yes, canon.
What you say?
She, uni madea me want to say. Mepa into the details. Okay. My figures, but me ma one or two highlights.
No problem.
Me be a question be. Say country be say or baby hosty tournament be and as a games be.
Yeah.
Say ewa hobwa. Yeah.
That's true.
I hobwa na bet say open so win and as a win. Now I want to use my table tennis discipline one as if anything. That's this my tag.
Oh, okay.
Me explain me ba.
Okay.
Unim say
you feel
yeah bebo table tennis no. Na the first event na ye no. Ye ball tournament ni wie kra ansa na omo kits and equipment omo de be training as also they are participating in tournament in the buy.
Can you believe this? Yes, started table tennis for started omo de.
Yes, started all African Games.
And say logistics
and sana equipment I say omo use e training. Now we also the tournament ahead. Any even include the tournament omo boy we omo we no. And the buy.
Ye kra ne mana.
Ya boare ewie ne buy. Ya hwe no na buy. Na enu krasa so bae no na inferior because watch yet hey see a tournament obi ane leg size obi ane the body shape and obi ane the kind of equipment obetumi use boot we be use no to me use the same boot Unim so omokoto bae no enye fit for purpose. Equipment omokoto bae.
Equipment na san bae
no enye fit.
Now dey hwe enye yie.
Utumi found because all the crowd by ITTF standard no cry MET. Na just all the rackets call for check cry and pass it.
Wow.
And be no to buy because of chrono they didn't engage federation people expertise or me to me amomo sa emu suehunu
Yes.
o manye na ma me make asem kire hwe in the entire all African games unim sky spend ye tie mi ye
Metio
sika spend ye no me bebo figures ni nyina obi otie mi bia say enye cedis na me bebo no mu no sika bia mebo dim bia aye in dollars. Sika you're spending here in the entire all African games, no, $245 million.
$245 million.
$245 million. And no crano subject to the forensic audit now. President Mama say no na be hu say
245 and
245 and bro.
Okay.
Now sa 245 in the breakdown. Oh, Botema Sports Complex.
Botema Sports.
Yes,
okay.
before yeah all African games no. And I say yeah the BBC Sports Complex. Yeah. In the sports complex no, yeah the game village. Games village no at the Becca home. Who himself must see Botema Sports Complex no at the cost of $145 million.
$145
million. Who himself must see here no. Botema Sports Complex no must see here no. And also almost see any fit for purpose.
Botema Sports Complex.
Yes. When him say you see here no, according to contractor no, so momo man drawing and no contract project no, according to drawing no,
I'm the man
no, not know no him say indoor games ye mbon wo petemu. Iti over realize ya all the indoor games ni na Botema na ye tua nkase enye no, ya mbo ba akokra wo ho.
Etimeba so enka na ye see that Botema Sports Complex na. Senka ye other sporting disciplines no
indoor games in there
yeah they say to be creative space for
na space do
okay
but yeah no be na pampem no so indoor games ni so ye be na pampem oni say one involve technical people
okay
it omu yeah no table tennis yakobo ye dey conference center Accra conference center dome eho and ye current yes also boy ye ebi no ye sports ni bi wo Coconut Grove ebi mu ye bi e hotels ebi mu LDB ko different places iti Botema na gasa na ye siwie no na video adwuma na ye ka say ye si for no entumi anye na onim by the time ye be ye because some rush kwaje contract ye si meti amutumi aye no na Games Village enye ready ye iti Games Village ye ready ye no almost say they have to improvise and so Omo the money chira University of Ghana.
Okay.
Say omo kwa renovate some of the hostels. So they selected 4 hostels.
Okay.
Hostels and almost selected Hilal Liman Hostel, Alexander Kapo Hostel, Elizabeth Say Hostel, and John Nelson Hostel. And omo ko install heaters, any air conditions, and I'm over conditioners. Omo ko install air conditions no. At a cost of $16 million.
At the air conditioners, no. Heaters.
But no install was hostels for ya my body.
Na air condition can.
The air condition heaters.
Okay. Dinimi
for
okay.
At a cost of $16 million.
$16 million.
Now when says our hostel no UPSA F1 so SC 10-story building 2 different Messi capacity of 3,500 each. Almost seen at the cost of 9 million for the same thing. You see from scratch, a form done zero. UPSA around the same time.
I need to go on the opposite.
Opposite. So almost see 10-story 2 buildings. Meaning now almost started from the scratch at the cost of 9 million. It is so big catch also installing air conditioning heaters at the cost of 16 million. It sounds where we are. Now you might have a chance to see. Who's the last time school for no school for Namaquine?
Yeah.
Almost by school because of this renovation. Your friend is saying the fact that the services almost increase, augmented at the new facilities abano. And increasing hostel fees by 1,000 Ghana cedis. Who is increasing here no? Say I'm no say all the sensors and our boards are well conditioned. Yakwa ko yi ni nyina nti Say condition we install for all the hostels in including the heaters. It imagines as a sun in the next 5 years. What it means is that ya install air conditioners no any sanya mano for nothing. Because it's a student in use and you should be and the sincere hawks are keke. Almost find your shade. It is a sincere hawks for the next 3 years. What will become of those air conditioners that you're installing?
$60 million na
Ashiegu. Again, dear ya bio bakwa ya. Omuma.
We are member.
Let me know the time to me member no. Because what people don't know, what you I say, all African Games exposes about first. Me can first.
Okay.
At the time when me can, no people didn't believe say sana rot no do sa because me I was so surprised say me about table tennis.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fanatic, I'm a enthusiast. No?
Okay.
Me bought table tennis.
Okay.
And I'm a official. So imagine say wako grounds wanna she in ready. Me wa na yes budget echo.
Yeah.
When him say me tag ye kita me mbeka wansem. Hwe.
My breakdown of
two
we are
tag and can
what we
tag no say me me ma oba. Hwe tag we ekita me. Aban Nkrumah mu produce this tag for no endu 20,000. And no poye exaggerated. 20,000 would have fun and do or say cost of this tag $4.5 million. Now names the tag accreditation tax no. So be name size in the sunny A4 sheet say.
Yeah.
A4 sheet cameraman so A4 sheet way. Uchebu 2 A5. Uchebu say bio 4 A6. A6 baku say. And on the my say for a year, who divide and say baku bi abo ebro 10 million. So multiply by number of tax on we
now.
Na say we baku bi abo
1,000 Ghana.
1,000 Ghana dey paper way. Na A4 sheet you ankasa okọ krom ni etite yi ma wa.
Yeah.
Say
no mama tag me hwa there.
Yeah laminate here. Say we paper way ni eton ma wa 20 pesos. It is uche move for and no commercial value. Uche move for 5 pesos. That's the value. Now laminate can one no cry for 5 CD ka ho. Na e fa ho ma na also na so 20 CD.
20 CD say.
Me ma wo kosoro. We back to me mbro 40 CDs. Mo dey am back more than 10 million.
We ni nyina we back to me mbro 40 CDs.
To me mbro 40 CDs production.
Anyway na ka
ho.
Enru 40
CDs.
But your accreditation tag no na eno ewo that screen so no. Eti divine labi Nkrumah. Discipline other stuff. Okay, table tennis. All venues. Not just
me tag it to call all venues.
Yeah.
Okay. Mami come enim. One one dey back come sansu ye omo de ball kro no bi o. They foisted on the GBC director to issue invoices. So I'm the bear live coverage, you know. At the cost of $3.6 million in the name of GBC. And then who come back some? And the papa say, "Mudi asema ba beto me so mama force me mama ni invoice aba." But the raw ejumana of scam the man no, unim scam the man no. 105,000 Ghana cedis. And the call my account mu. Say, omo provider say, baby, omo this can call any nyina no, omo nim de see.
But na ya true mu say
$3.6
million.
Yes. Sike call
live telecast.
Eba GBC 47. And omo this contract ne come third party. For some mum na decide and obi anim ne value.
Okay.
Na bo achi meka last one ba ku bia ma na ashock you. She say Kufuor started Legon Sports Stadium. He was almost 85% complete and sana ya abandoned project no.
Okay.
So because of this all African Games they say no, you very resuscitate. You be make sure say stadium no ya renovate na ejina ne na so. Unim cost I spend here.
Dabi.
$34 million to renovate. Adi akonya simo. Yes, yo. Inti ever ne senka grass impo na also dress and na wo painti one. Also spending $34 million. Now let me take you to Gold Coast. Otakwa.
Meba. Lagos Stadium no renovation.
Yes, $34 million.
$34 million.
Yes.
Meba, yanku yanim.
Now let's compare to the same value. Go for as part of the corporate social responsibility. You know, almost see 10,000 capacity stadium from scratch.
Okay.
I want takwa. How no mobile. I big stadium.
Near Mediama Sporting Club.
Home
Match, you know.
Almost see you know, it was at a cost of $12 million from scratch. Yes, this stadium no from a form. You the Konya system. You the screens system. You the BBH. You corporation BBH. 12 million.
It cost 12 million.
Yes, we na innovative painting. Hundi ya use shame no. It cost $34 million. Now can we nyina bobom wi adan you ask yourself say ye koye and I say ye buy. Me unim say because of how the whole event you know, was poorly organized and managed, you know. Our brothers from the North African countries, Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, and the rest, local embassies and they taking care of movement. Because no one to rely on Ghana, their transport system. Okay. Into more provided buses. Ediani, no one provide accommodation.
Embassies, no.
And more athletes. Horse
North Africans, no.
Yes. I'm not telling you what somebody or what I've heard. I'm telling you facts. What I know. What happened. Ediani, she Musimako ko spending Ediani o. Aden ponko yam na mutema e anase she say more than 16 million cedis see the year feeding. Feeding Ediani ne ko hefa. Wan mo ne ko ye. Mudi dollars.
16 million
dollars for food. For feeding. Eti Boache na bisa ho say for 2 weeks. Bisa ho say senka yan to abans sa baya. Asamu mi beka sa na nkofo njimindi. Na hwebone a nipa okwabrane edi oman Ghana. Je say host event say odi be wia oman no. Odi be bokro no. Na ewie the entire event no. Na yesi yen count yen medals ayenya. Unim sa buy me quickly and no jumping ye so you winning so many medals yadi. And now come the details now baba shit in here. But remember the summary of what happened. Unim say medals no buy no mo share that you break down if you know why. Medals do don't any arm wrestling. Arm wrestling let say cultural exams non score.
Okay.
Yen fan ko Olympics. Yen na introduce e no chance say si be mu dia aba. So the tournament no outside the snow mobile no come and fa candidates amba. Yen Ghana for no na yen ye hu asi akaya into we the first, we the second, we the third, we the fourth. And the Ghana medals ni ye yes ye hon kwa yen 60 yen 45. And ye be kai entire national medal rating ni hu say o Ghana born home modern. Yan ko ba bia.
Meanwhile other countries now we can competitive.
There be saying a game where Olympics internationally recognized. Okay. It's more or less like tech ball.
Okay.
Hungry for the introduce to tech ball. By say by Olympic standard, they say to me and making sure more than I've forgotten the set by more than a certain number of countries. Enim sa game now say Olympics for Ebejiatumu. Ghana the idea yeah ampe at the ampe and I hear born the person and we as say ni ampe ball. And this is what happened though. Now, Sadi we onu nyina koso. Unim say yen athletes are swim ye, o man the chum of flight by. Up till today they
Ghanaian athletes.
Swim ye. Yes, swim ye. Sakra and musika. One de omo kits by. To say me by omo London or mo bra. Or no mu training your madi. But omo ba no be bua Ghana at omo ya. Omo fashi. Complain kwa. Intino the American kwa see this become pese me honorable on semni bika me pese me yini nyina fi nanu hwe se ye te wono mu a na ka yesi break onye break oche break the 8 break whatever ye breaking 8 no a na ka this is what our agenda come out to do be push you na we mu ana ndrom ka press conference be ka kire yen say me and can't somebody is persecution, nobody is prosecuting them. Now the what is happening is persecution. Now by the tata omo. Hwe inti ade ya yeken yesi sika yi nyina ayera. Sika ya ayera ye gire nyina ajutusum so nipa na di ye. Se nipa di se sika we a ade na musem ye mfra mu tips. And you know, omo times bi omo dia ba me time. I find it very nonsensical. Say the person is no innocent until proven
guilty by
guilty.
competent court of jurisdiction.
And no more did you mo na buache yeti hey na say yeti studio ha
I said, I'm in trouble.
na I'm say allege me say we will call them thieves until say competent court of jurisdiction be catch or say otherwise.
Okay.
Otherwise today they are thieves. Because why do we call something ultimate responsibility? Uti show you headset shawason, microphone shawason. Na say ye be wie show no. Next person be host show no by microphone in your headset in your. Ni e kohwe CCTV camera mu a na fine. Udu o na o de kohwe event saying oka ni mu. Yehu. Na ye se we kronfo ase me enka ncho so kronfo. This a court approval. We kronfo ade na ira. Ade ye kan wasemi yesi ka ira. O si me enfra kronfo me prosecute too.
Yema court
beka. And so they are not happy about how Attorney General's department is handling Oba out or broadcasting, because you know what is happening. Resentment also or grassroots because not knowing grassroots for names as an party executive US kasa iti se sia no mo ba be hu no amesi omu come pass of form. But for me, the reason why the Attorney General must not stop that exercise is say yen ye man adwuma or representing yen you see on my report or there's a court crown be lusu but what has happened say sika na because what annoys me is that when we go to National Service Secretariat we all agree say 60,000 ghosts MPM but nobody wants to take responsibility. You see you call national buffer stock. You see sikase afaha
78 million dollars.
But obia pese ye ba admit say sa kro no akoso ya boso. Why? Enti ne be koso from sa kronfo kopim time court be ka say omunye sa but sa report no there. We need it every time ya omo fambre ye auditor general attorney general every time we be on be my breakdown of we sika afaha we na ye say sana ye betina sia na go for this democracy and sana manama we are near the same ama it's immediate sadi we ya President John Dramani Mahama ka say ye hwehwemu no me there ye hwehwem because unim do me innocent until proven guilty. I'm not the one and you can't call me names and the same thing na Pius Ajide Obeka Australian scandal Australian scandal by 60 people were deported from Australia, so-called journalists. The real journalists, I see them court tournament, and they say, be move for any Nkrumah, and the court say, no journalists, and you discover here. And the Australian government deport you.
They are not even move for. Omu ye Nkrumah no mukasa.
And boys.
And the drum say, "Oka, you be so asema."
And you deport you. You deport you man. Yeah. CID inquiries no omo investigation no omo nyina no omano appointed to one person say Pius Ajide and omo bo ni di say ono na de omo call omo no mo tu escama no unim say Nana Akufo-Addo set up investigative area omo exonerate no committee no report to exonerate Pius Ajide and omo ye no say the position in the end no call is it NYA or YE and no share honum di they say ya transfer promote no after 2 years oye campaign 2024 okon the constituency ko share him for no and o ka cho me say mo amu ni say world cup san so beba ade na me e Australia no motoma me a me san so US amamo because me track record akronfo can you imagine enti unim me some of these things no say ye ka me ka na mabre e de bufuo ba. But what I'm trying to say is your peswa because if oral fails our democracy will fail. Because what be the point say change your mind we no munya ba be the same thing. It's be ye bibia obi a be we chante o ye be for na say hantel na on drop you be yi na obu be fu a be hantel. They are witches. Omo ya krofo. Nti me de manu si was asem.
Okay.
Wache. They make
accountable for their actions.
sa pepepe. Makasa wi.
Okay, sorry. Divine Nkrumah and Motene Kansas no or your director of operations Edema PPP Amanyoko no Papa Kwasi Indum na founder. Say no one no. Papa Kwasi Indum. So no founder of your party.
One person cannot found the party.
Okay. Into no there.
Or a member of the party, one of the founding members.
One of the founding members.
Yeah. I'm also a founding member.
Or a lead founding member.
A
or
founding
the lead?
member.
Anna.
A founding
There's
member.
a difference between Obi a bankroll party and Obi so I found it. And there's always no I can.
Who is the bankroll of the party?
Oh, na say me so be bankroll you.
I know.
Honorable bebo point ama me keke na obusuafo we mu. Omo de ma hye corner baby keke na se masa. Omo de mo fa me hye one side pe no ape na ye gidigidi me pe anim ho a.
Chris Dugan be ya mo.
If you ono a.
Chris Beyamo.
Oh yeah sure.
Okay, Divine Namutini can Yanku Power Specialist about